It's the one and only Africa Allah and the B-Team DJs by Playmaster.today. Get familiar. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. It's the one and only Africa Allah, and you are now tuned in to Being Africa Allah right here on Discover Music Channel by Playmaster.today. And today I've got I've got a great show, a spiritual show for you, all right? We got a interview today with Dominique Forbes, and she is an author, singer-songwriter, and mom and wife, and we're going to talk to her about her transition and her experience in the gospel space. So in the meantime, in between time, we're going to go to my dude Adam in the legal department. He's going to tell you how it goes down each and every week right here on Discover Music Channel.
Welcome to the legal department of Discover Music Channel by Playmaster.today. We would like to inform you that Discover Music Channel by Playmaster.today only broadcasts content with the permission from the assumed copyright holder or companies acting on their behalf, such as digital distribution outlets like DigiWax, RhythmStream, MP3 Wax, and other third-party companies. Our goal is to promote Caribbean and urban-centric content inclusive of new, independent and established artists, as well as content producers from around the world by providing an outlet that allows them to showcase, market and promote their content to a larger audience. For more information on submission guidelines, click the link on Playmaster.today. We also offer a number of services to help artists, content producers and small businesses increase their digital footprint. We encourage you to explore Discover Music Channel by Playmaster.today and support the artists. Once again, this is a message from the legal department. Thank you for your time.
I told y'all, we're doing something a little different today, right? How great is our God. Name above all names, worthy of all praise, my heart will sing.
That God is better than the world's best thing. God is better than the best thing that the world has to offer.
Magnify, magnify, lift it on high. Spit a Spotify to qualify a spot on his side. I cannot modify, ratify. My mama made me apple pies, lullabies, and alibis. The book don't end with Malachi. Devil will win employee of the month by the dozen. Till one scoring 3 years from the third when he doesn't. My village raised him a child, come through the crib and it's bussin'. You meet anyone from my city, they gon' say that we cousins. Shabak, Barack, edify. Electrify the enemy like Hedwig till he petrified. Any petty Peter Pettigrew could get the pesticide. 79th. I don't believe in science, I believe in science. Don't believe in signing, I seen dollar signs. Color white, collar crime. Good God, the gift of freedom. Hosanna Santa invoked and woke up slaves from Southampton to Chatham Manor. My dream girls Bahamian feel like I'm James Early. The type of worship make Jesus come back a day early. With the faith of a pumpkin seed-sized mustard seed here. For I will speak noble things as entrusted me. Only righteous, I might just shrug at the skullduggery. I couldn't stand to see another rapper lose custody. Exalt, glorify. Descend upon the earth with swords and fortify the borders where your shortest lies. I used to hide from God, duck down in the slums like shh.
I was lost in the jungle like Simba after the death of Mufasa. No hog, no meerkat. Hakuna Matata by day, but I spent my nighttime fighting tears back. I prayed and left messages, but never got no hair back. Or so it seemed. A mustard seed was all I needed to sow a dream. I build the ark to gently roll my boat down Noah's stream. Sometimes the path I took to reach my petty goals was so extreme. I was so far down in the mud, couldn't even let my light shine. But you was always there when I needed the phone, a friend or use a lifeline. From a lofty height, we wage war on the poltergeist with the exalted Christ. Spark the dark with a pulse of light. Strike the corpse with a pulse of life. I spit on the title as tidal waves. I spit on the apple and kill a worm. A fire in Cali and swallow a valley for every African village burn. J-elect would've never made it. Oh son of man, oh son of man. Who was the angel in Revelations with a foot on water and a foot on land? Who was the angel that rode a Harley from the project to the House of Parliament and opened the book in the devil's chamber and put the true name of the Lord on it? Oh Jerusalem, Jerusalem.
It's like some of that ghetto gospel.
Oh yeah.
This shit right here sound like some gospel. I lost my daddy the same week that they lost Nipsey. Ain't got no love left in my heart, my shit be empty. I'm ready to fire on all my options, let it tempt me. And the day I die, Billy John going down in history.
Riding dolo, I've been stunting. No hope, it's a no-go, I don't want
and everybody wondering why he come round and don't say nothing.
Cause it been so long, I came from nothing.
Let me pop my shit, I came from 3 years to my mom, she couldn't pay rent. 2 jobs all alone, she couldn't quit. We was home alone when we was chicks. Before I was grown, before I was on. I ain't had no shoes, I ain't had no clothes. Let me wear your shoes, let me your bitch. I ain't had no car, I ain't had no whip. Wanna watch the cover is it when y'all talk, cause it ain't nobody that can tell me. I spent 30K on my daughter's birthday, everybody had fun, everybody lit. When I go home, I answer my phone, everybody wanna leech, everybody wanna alone. Everybody wanna talk, everybody wanna click, I don't wanna be frantic. Get on my dick, I ain't had time to think, I ain't had time to breathe. I've been praying to the Lord, I've been talking on my knees. I've been thinking about my pops, I've been thinking about my ops, thinking how I can stop me and when he breathe. Wouldn't play with me, I ain't looking for my phone, I ain't finna drive away, I ain't looking for my keys. The f*** these know about me. This shit right here sound like some gospel. I lost my daddy the same week that they lost Nipsey. Ain't got no love left in my heart, my shit be empty.
I hear a lot about sinners. Don't think that I'll be a saint, but I might go down to the river. Cause the way that the sky opens up when we touch it, it's making me say that the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feels so holy, 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 holy. Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. Can't wait another second. Cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feels so holy. I don't do well with the drama, and no, I can't stand it being fake. No, 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 no. I don't believe in Nirvana, but the way that we love in the night gave me life, baby, I can't explain it. The way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feels so holy, 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 holy. Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. Can't wait another second. Cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feels so holy. They say we're too young and the pimps and the players say don't go crushing. Wise men say fools rushing, but I don't know. They say we're too young and the pimps and the players the Father. Might be the hardest to take, but when you come out of the water, I'm a believer, my heart is fleshy. Life is short with a temper, like Joe Pesci. They always come and sing your praises, your name is catchy, but they don't see you how I see you, Parlay and Desi. Cross tween Hesse, hit the jet speed. When they get messy, go lefty, like Lionel Messi. Let's take a trip and get the Vespas, or rent a jet ski. I know the spots that got the best, we going next week. I wanna honor you. Rise groom, I'm my father's child. I know when the son takes the first step, the father's proud. If you make it to the water, he'll part the clouds. I know he made you a snack like Oscar Proud. Suffer it to be so now, gotta clean it up. Formalize the union and communion he could trust. I know I ain't leaving you like I know he ain't leaving us. I know we believe in God and I know God believes in us. You hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. Get up. Feel so holy, 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 holy.
But we get up, we fall down, but we get up. Oh yes, for a saint is just a sinner who fell down, but we couldn't stay there and got up. Sing now. We fall down, oh, but we get up. Get back up. We fall down, but we get up. Back up. We fall down. Oh my, we get back up again. For a saint is just a sinner. Oh, yes we are. But we can't stay there. There's a seed of righteousness inside of you. Oh, we fall down. Say now. But we get back up again. We fall down. We fall down sometimes, but we get back up again. Yes, we do that. We rise back up again for a sinner. In Him do I live, move, and have my being. In Him do I live, move, and have my being. In Him do I live, move, and have my being. In Him do I live, move, and have my being. 'Cause I'm nothing without you. I'm nothing without you. I'm nothing without you. I'm nothing without you. Lord, I'm nothing without you. I'm nothing without you. Nothing without you. Nothing without you. In Him do I live, move, and have my being. In Him do I live, move, and have just think about it. In Him do I live, move, and have my being. In Him do I live, move, and tell the truth, man. I wanna tell the truth, man.
When you go home and get behind closed doors, man, you hit the floor, and what they can't see is you're on your knees. So the next time you get a chance, tell them it's the God in me. 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 You think I'm so fresh, you think I'm so clean, you think I'm so sweet. It's the God in me. I just wanna tell you, it's the God in me. I just wanna tell you.
New swag in the way that I walk now. Head high like I don't know how to look down. Life's hard and we know that now, but I still walk around town. I'm a trendsetter. People see I don't let it bother me, and they believe it can get better. The light you see that shines through digital and truly. It's the God in me. It's the God in me. Yeah, yeah.
Do y'all want that bounce? Do y'all want that bounce? I say, do y'all want that bounce? That bounce?
Everybody wanna be like you. They want power and praise like you. But see, there is no God like God. There's no one like who played their life like you and who paid our price like you. Say, there's only one God. That's our God. There's no one like you. First, who can touch like you or heal us like you do? We stumble and we stray, still you always get us through. Who makes all things new and comes to our rescue? Death, hell, and the grave, they could not conquer you. We came just like me to unlock and set free this prison that was deeply wounded and redeemed. The me I could not see.
Clap your hands, y'all, 'cause
everybody wanna be like you. They want power and praise like you. But see, there is no God like God. There's no one like you.
We back and we back and we back and we back. We back and we back. They ain't teaching taxes in school. It don't even matter, I was acting a fool. But who would think the raps would turn into racks? Don't matter, matter of fact, it can happen to you. Scars on my head, I'm the boy who lived. The boy love playing when the boy too sick. Reclining on a prayer, I'm declining to help. I've been lying to my body, can't rely on myself. But no, last year I got addicted to Zan. Start forgetting my name and start to missing my chance. LA for 4 months, end up leaving right back. I'm in love with my city, bitch, I'm sleeping my hat. I felt hog-tied ever since my dog died. He lit an 84, damn, that's a long ride. I know he up there, he just sitting, he wait. I'll be racing up the stairs, I'ma get to the gate singing. Get this money, get this budget, K.O.K. to take him. Me and my girl plan to stay to the end. Hoping never come a day where we be better as friends. We in a marathon, we could build a marathon. Arguments as parents, they get deeper than a baritone. I've been getting blocked, just trying to make songs with friends. Labels told me to my face that they own my friend. I got the prayer like, am I after too legit? I got the power, I could quote Lucifer with crucifix. I cannot strip on stupid shit. I stand out like I'm ludicrous. I know some folks that talk so much you think they drive a Uber whip. Damn, Queen said while we in a queen bed. I said it's yours, don't worry, little bean head. I'm just here to catch my breath, I got a world tattoo. She said cool, just bring me some food.
All my days, I pray and pray. I see the finish line. I just wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you.
Shackles on my feet, yeah, they won't let me be. Won't you set me free? Pray this on me. Shackles on my feet, oh, they won't let me be. Won't you set me free? Pray this on me. Pray this all on me.
Let me go. I've been going through so much, I swear these people at my throat. That's on me, that's on mamas. On my mama, I can't take no more, so miss me with that drama. Get your commas, get your rent straight, get your facts straight. Hold me down, I rise up on her like the tax rate. Keep my past straight, never lack faith. God been working, they gon' have to hold me back, man. And tell them, you can pick a side if you wanna. You You already know who I roll with. You don't want no problems with me. Get these shackles
on my feet, yeah, they won't let me be. Won't you set me free? Break this on me. Break this on. I got them shackles off my feet, yeah, yeah. Can't put me back up in the streets, yeah. I couldn't move, but now I'm free, yeah, yeah. I got them shackles on my feet, yeah.
Down for me. People left me, you was brown for me. Brown for me. All that bitterness and anger, had to let it go. People talking down on me, I guess that's how it go. Let them know, that's on me, yeah. Shackles on my feet, you broke the heart and now I'm free, yeah. Even in the darkest times, you kept your light on me, yeah. Got the memo, read the message. Found my purpose, found my method. Only L I took was lessons, tell them. You can pick a side if you wanna. You already know who I roll with. You don't want no problems with me. Get these shackles
on my feet, yeah, they won't let me be. Won't you set me free? Break this on me. Break this on me. I got them shackles off my feet, yeah. Can't put me back up in the streets, yeah. I couldn't move, but now I'm free, yeah. I got them shackles on my feet, yeah. I got them shackles off my feet, yeah. Can't put me back up in the streets, yeah. I couldn't move, but now I'm free, yeah. I got them shackles on my feet, yeah.
I lost everything I had inside a couple years. Lost my faith, I lost my mind, I lost a lot of tears. I spoke up about these problems that I saw outside. People turn their back on me, you would've swore I died. Molested, abused, abandoned, arrested, accused and stranded. I grew up with all this trauma, it's nothing. Forget it happened till years later it show up. Life is starting to blow up, faith is starting to crumble. These critics starting to mumble, oh my God, I feel dead inside, feel like suicide. Gone too far to turn back, he said, boy, you telling lies. Was deep inside the trenches of the devil's lair. They say how you get up out, I just said a prayer.
Use all this pain, use all this hurt to grow me. If that's what it takes to know what I'm worth, restore me, yeah. Use all this pain, use all this hurt to grow me, yeah. If that's what it takes to know what I'm worth, restore me.
Okay, brace yourself, I take you on a trip down memory lane. It was me, my cousin Drew, acting a fool off MLK. Lil' Cray, Granny told me Jesus came to save my soul. I just confess and believe and he won't never let me go. Now I praise him, he brought me through the darkest storms. My God is so amazing. If you know him like I do, then take your hands and raise him. Oh my God, your name we glorify. Son of God, look death in the face and told it au revoir, yeah.
Glorify your name, we gonna glorify your name. That's why we came. That's why we came to lift your name. Come on and sing. Glorify your name. We gonna glorify your name. That's why we came. Yeah, we were made to lift your name. All the church sing.
This my offering. You don't need a thing when you got him. Yeah, we got that type of praise that break the walls in. I was dead till he pulled me out that coffin. Thank God for them days I was scrubbing in the bathroom. Why I learned to praise him just by mopping in the back room. I knew he was in me when the boss said vacuum. Worship cause I want to, not cause I have to. I'm gone. That's why we came, that's why we came to lift your name.
To Discover Music Channel on Playmass.today.
You're now tuned into the one and only Africa Live right here on Discover Music Channel by Playmaster.today. And this is Being Africa Law. We're getting ready to get into our talk segment. And today I've got a wonderful young lady from the Bahamas, some great things in the gospel space. And I know, gospel. Wow. Okay. So today, Dominique Forbes. Dominique, welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm so proud to be here.
Dominique, it's been a minute. I remember you when you were doing hip hop and other things.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? I watched your videos. I went to your blog, and it's just so many questions I have for you. We're going to tackle all of them here. But my first question is, when did the transition happen and why?
The transition happened about 2015 when I truly dedicated my life to Christ. That was a struggle for me, fully letting go, feeling as though I had to give up to gain. That was a poor thought process in my humble estimation. And when I got married, I felt like I needed to take a back seat. I needed to reassess. I needed to pour into my marriage and my family. And as a result of doing that, things just took place. I started to focus. I started to get more inspiration. My time of writer's block passed. And once everything came back to me, it felt like riding a bicycle all over again. I told people I felt like Pinocchio, you stretching out those legs, trying to get your grasp on everything. And 2021 allowed me to bring to the forefront what I was already working on in the background. Let's go
backwards so that we can come forward. Like I said, I met you in the urban space, and you were I think I remember the first time I saw you posted something about, being a rapper, and I think you were in an abandoned building shooting a video or something. I can't remember, but I do remember. Like, I remember my first encounter with your artistry.
Wow.
And then I read excerpts from your book, and did you feel lost in that space when you were in that space, or did you feel like it almost seems as if you, knowing you then and reading the stuff now, I feel like maybe you were feeling like you were drowning or suffocating?
Mama, do you love me?
Yeah.
So your question was, did I feel lost?
When you were doing secular music, did you feel like you were like just trying to figure it out?
It's amazing that you asked that question. Someone who I respected at the time posed this question to me. Do you want to be relevant? And that took a hold in my mind on my journey, because I was then faced with, if I drop everything that I'm focusing on and the way in which I am executing my music, will I lose it? Because music was everything to me. Right. It truly was. And I had to decide how I want to be pictured, how I want to be perceived, and what I wanted to be. And once that question was asked, I was able to figure out who I was. I had to separate my artistry from who I was as an individual. From there, fully coming into my own, which I still have a whole lot more in store for me as a person. I was able to figure out and find a way to piece together my childhood, my present, all into a book.
You have 2 books. You decided to start writing children's books. Tell me how that came about. 3, right? 3 now, I think.
Yeah, I'm on my second book. My first book was a children's book. entitled Where is Daddy? Stay Put series. And Stay Put series is about marriage. You have to stay in it. You have to stay put. And I started writing children's book because literally there were things when I got just having a family in and of itself, especially dealing with young children, something always goes missing. You rest something down, you're looking for it again. There's so much activity packed within a family that I had to find my creative side in all of it. I had to find a way to make it fun. I had to be myself with while getting accustomed to that new space. And that's what I found. A story was always around me. And I just started to write. I would put little tidbits out here on Facebook. I always knew that I was going to be an author. I remember sitting down in the 10th grade, looking at my literature, my poetry books, some Bahamian authors, and I knew that's what I was going to be. I didn't know how God would allow it to come about. And when I got married and I just started looking around and I just started putting pen to paper, things just started coming together for me. Life is a story. There are many of them. It's just a matter of, are you going to see it? Are you going to recognize it? Are you going to write it down? And then are you going to execute? Because we all have wonderful ideas, but it's about that execution. And that's what I did.
Now, there's this reoccurring theme in almost every sentence that you've said since we began. Marriage, marriage, marriage.
Yes.
I assume, based on your comments, that marriage has influenced and changed you a lot, changed your perception on life, etc. Talk a little bit about that experience and journey and how you've come to be this, live at home or stay at home mom and give up philanthropy and entrepreneurship.
Marriage taught me my place in the world. I'm sure. So when I would often be defined as militant by women, and there would be men who would fear me, and it didn't matter what the situation was, it didn't matter what the circumstances was, I never backed down from anything, from any challenge. If there was something that I saw that was wrong in the world, in the country, and I was there, I'm gonna speak to it. And it was so interesting because I grew up in a single parent home, a marital home, then a divorced home. So there were some pieces that were missing that I didn't know that were missing. And when I got married and I started to understand more about the order of the day, it humbled me because I realized where I was really at in the world, in life itself. So in getting my act together as a human being, accepting the fact that I came from a broken home, I was a single mother, and I did not like authority. So marriage put me in a space where I had to accept authority. I had to learn how to recognize authority. I had to learn how to humble myself, how to be more submissive, and see that as still being powerful, because it is. When you humble yourself, when you submit yourself, you are often uplifted. And it is seen within my portfolio within 2021. Because I have that foundation, I have that support from my spouse and my kids. And marriage has taught me a lot, and I am an advocate for it. I heavily promote it. I believe that God blessed it, He ordained it, and He blessed it. So it cannot fail with Him in the midst. So I'm grateful for it, truly.
Now you say that 2020, 2021 is where you're seeing the bulk of your creativity. How did the pandemic play a part in that journey?
The pandemic allowed me a space to write. It allowed me an opportunity to become more involved in my marriage. I got closer to my husband. I got closer to my children. There's so much more in store. It allowed me to write. It allowed me to express. It allowed me to contact and network.
Right.
It allowed me to spread my wings. Every single thing that I thought I needed to be operating from a Fortune 500 company to be able to do, I've done it. At home, while married, during the pandemic. I've made negotiations behind closed doors. My closing ratio is par none. There's so much that I've been able to achieve in a short space of time because of the pandemic, because the pandemic stripped so many things that I thought was important, and it showed me what's really important, and it taught me that no matter where you are at in life, no matter what place or space you are in, bloom there. Decide to choose to accept your mission and just do it. Find a way. Like creativity, ideas, they are there. There's nothing that you cannot do. Absolutely nothing. And I've proven that. So I'm grateful.
Now making music for the gospel or making gospel type music, because I think I listened to a song and it felt Bahamian. Like I felt like it felt like a folk song or African parable, but not necessarily. That's what I got from it. So I want you to tell me, what's your train of thought when creating these things, or these are things that are just flowing? Because I mean, knowing where you come from and watching the stuff, watching some of the clips on your blog, I'm like, okay, regardless of what she's always, because I can see it. I can see it. I can see it in your movement. I can see it in your gestures. But you're also authentically Bahamian. And I'm like, oh, this is an interesting combination. So tell us a little bit about, do you feel like you're obligated to do gospel music because to Christ, or do you feel like, or is that by choice? Like, what's going on there?
I'm glad you asked that question. When you hear my music, the more they come, you realize it's just me. That's the only way that I can truly describe it. I had to learn, literally felt like a baby born in, as the lady song says. I had to learn how to speak Bahamian dialect in my music, how to write Bahamian dialect in my music, because when I grew up, it was nothing but proper English at home. The schools that I went to, nothing but proper diction. So you get proper diction in my music. And I had to come from that space of writing autobiographies in a song to being able to put short words together, to put slang together, to put Bahamian dialect together and have it flow. And I'm still learning that. So even that in and of itself is a lesson and a testimony for others. There's nothing you cannot do. I'm doing everything that I thought I couldn't do. I could remember listening to some of the Bahamian artists growing up, listening to some of them while I was heavily making music and wondering how is it that they're able to do this. And I had to find my own tongue to be able to produce that. And God just blessed it. He just blessed it, and I'm just grateful. And you asked if I feel as though I'm obligated to create gospel music because I gave my life to Christ. There's no obligation. Everything that I do is truly of me. What I have dedicated my life to, which is Christ, that in and of itself is who I am. So it's just me. That's all I can say. It's just me. It's coming from the heart, from all of my experiences. That's just Dominique. That's it.
No, because it's great, because, I think that a lot of people don't realize that your beliefs, your craft, and like, you don't have to necessarily put an identity on things, right? Because we're multifaceted as people. not aware that everything that happens or the music that you put out or your creativity is just another reflection of who you are. And the fact that you said, you're not doing gospel because you feel obligated, but because that's just a representation of who you are. Like I said, I watched your videos and I see rapper all over it. You know what I mean? It's interesting because it's like this whole thing where it's like, I'm watching you as a rapper, but I'm also seeing you as an African, and you're doing, of course, it all derives from the same place, the same space, but this is what we identify it as in this era, right? But the beating on the table, the nodding of the head, and just the words, the way your words come out like folklore. And it reminds me of my now ancestors. When they told story, they told it in a rhythm, like, very rhythmic. They would beat on the drums to tell their stories, right? And that's what I was getting from you. Like this young face, but this old soul.
Wow.
And then listening to you speak and talk about, marriage and being in place and the reason why you've created the content that you've created. Do you feel like you've been here before?
That's a powerful question. I just know that I grew up under my grandmother. I just made a post the other day. I said, I don't know what I would do without her. And it's amazing that you said that, because I'm not sure if you're aware, my new song, Win, that I wrote in ode of Shawnee Miller Yubo and Stephen Gardner, that has some rapping in it. So I am excited to get back to that sound.
Well, that's
very
awesome.
Excited.
Now, with everything that's going on, and we know that marriage is the institution that grounds you, but are you ready to step back into the forefront? Because I think you went missing on social media for a while, and I remember it was a while back, and I was like, I haven't seen her. I wonder if she's still in the Bahamas, or is she all right? Because I haven't seen you online. I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden you popped up, and I was like, oh, okay. So, do you feel like you're ready to step back into the forefront and become more a part of the world, or are you gonna stay where you are and just work on the sidelines and do meetings in closed rooms?
I know I am. Otherwise I would not have started my journey. This is the time for me to step up, and I'm ready. My family is ready. I have full support, so I am considered back now. Consider me in the forefront. Wherever the forefront leads, that's where I'm at.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll be there to champion you through all of it. Let everybody know about the books. You have two children. You have two children books, right? You have two children. Tell us about both books. Now, you about the first one. Tell us about the second one and why it's so important.
Sure. So the first one is entitled Where is Daddy? Stay Put series. And that's really about the excitement that my youngest son, Samuel, gets and feels when Daddy comes home. We literally would wait outside. That's our culture. And that's common Children and women are excited when the father comes home. And so we wanted to write a book that promotes that and stirs up that excitement and allows people to see it, because sometimes something is there and it's not until someone points it out that you recognize that it is there. As for the second book, it's entitled Mama, Do You Love Me? And it's a poetry book. They're both written in poetry format. Can't run from that. And Mama, Do You Love Me has 3 characters. And the characters resolve their conflict. You can tell their issues. You can tell when the stages change, when one character goes from a girl to a young adult to a full-grown woman. It talks about issues between mothers and daughters, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, and in there you can also find where some of the trauma and trouble that comes in between boys and men and their mothers. And it helps, everything helps to grow the family. That's the mission I'm on.
Nation through the family. That's
absolutely
perfect. I love that. I love that message. So go ahead and introduce your song.
Sure. So my new song is entitled Sleep On Remix Island Style. It was created as a result of the death of my cousin Devon Brown last year, right next to his home. 11 bullets he took and lost his life due to mistaken identity. And that very night I wrote a song for him. I was very enthusiastic about getting back in the studio. I did not anticipate that would be the initial start of it. However, it has been. So that's the first version, which you'll be hearing. And there's a second version of the song on the way. Sleep On.
Let's lift the heavens with our praise, although he's gone. Remain steadfast in the faith and be strong. He's asleep in the grave until the Savior says, I am ready to collect my sheep. Sleep on until I am ready for my sheep. Sleep on. The life he lived impacted all who came near to him. The charming, witty baby boy grew into a man. Then one night, shots fired, and life came to an end. But let's lift the heavens with our praise, although he's gone. Remain steadfast in the faith and be strong. Forever asleep in the grave he lays until the Savior comes. So while you wait, please watch and pray. Tomorrow's promise to no one. Hold on and go on. Live on for Jesus, for he is the promised one. Let's lift the heavens with our praise, although he's gone. Remain steadfast in the faith and be strong. Do you want to see him rise toward the clouds on that day when Christ comes? Hey, when the trumpet sounds, will you be found among the righteous? One day the Master will say, well done. But will you and I be ready when our Savior comes?
Dominique, Forbes.
We will miss you. Sleep on. Like you. Do it like you. My body can do it like you.
JP on the beat, so do it like you. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Sit down, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. 'Cause who? Do it like you. Creators don't compete, positioned in my own league. Racing against myself is my religious belief. I'm not a swift away, don't bring your dirt for me. I got to keep moving, so I do what I does to this beat. Keep you bumping in your seat, snap your fingers, bob your head, 'cause you so original, baby. Ladies, put your hands in the air, 'cause no other chick out there compares to you. Ah, yeah. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, nobody nobody can do it like you. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Stay down, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Cause who? Do it like you. Hey, hey, do it like you. Hey, nobody can do it like you. Hey, hey, do it like you. Hey, nobody can do it like you. I'm not an app, so you can't download me, but I'll upload my secrets. You can view it for free. See, the thing is, I'm just doing me. I'm the only version available. Copy me. All copyright reserved, you see, so I got the right to copy my own style as I please. Moving to my own drum beat, I take suggestions, but in the end, the one who hits the gavel is me. So stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Stay down, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Cause who? Do it like you. Hey, nobody can dance like you. Bust that dance cause nobody can do it like you. Nobody can bop like you. Bust that bop cause nobody can do it like you. Nobody can whistle like you. Whistle cause no one can do it like you. Nobody can snap like you. Snap your fingers cause no one can do it like you. Hey, nobody can step like you. Walk out cause nobody can do it like you. Hey, nobody can sing like you. Sing the tune cause nobody can do it like you. Hey, nobody can wave like you. Wave your hands cause nobody can do it like you. Hey, nobody can laugh like you. Laugh cause nobody can do it like you. Freestyle now, do your thing now. Do your thing cause nobody can do it like you. You original baby. Hey, you original baby. So original baby. Ooh, you original baby. Hey, hey. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Stay down, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Cause who? Do it like you. Hey, hey, do it like you. Hey, nobody can do it like you. Hey, hey, do it like you. Hey, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Stay down, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, nobody can do it like you. Stand up, sit down, nobody can do it like you. Cause who? Do it like you. Hey, hey, do it like you. Hey, nobody can do it like you. Hey, hey, do it like you. Hey, nobody can do it like you. Woo! Welcome to the wonderful world of JP, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. See, this is the moment I've been waiting for, y'all. Ladies, you know when you first meet a guy that is just so sexy, say, baby, you a keeper. Excuse me, hey love, would you think I'm crazy if I walked up to you and gave you my number and then we converse and go on a few dates and then consummate this thing by declaring our relationship? Both going from single to taken. Please give me your heart, baby, I won't break it. Hurting you is an act I would never partake in. If we invest in love, we bound to make it. Let's put in work and have love be what we paid in. On this job, we will determine our wages. The more we fight for love, the more our pay raises. The tighter our bond, the higher our position is. More chemistry we have, the less our job description is. Our passion will determine how enjoyable work is. And our affection toward each other gon' reconfirm this crazy love, this crazy love. Baby, clearly you just got me sprung. This is the first time I ever sang a love song. I wanna fall for you a little deeper, cause you a keeper, you a keeper. Baby, clearly you just got me sprung. This is the first time I ever sang a love song. I wanna fall for you a little deeper, cause you a keeper, you a keeper.
I know you don't fully understand the way I operate, but trust me, engulf everything I put on your plate. Believe me when I say I'm in love. No false pretense, I just wanna share with you my love. And by love, baby, I mean all of it. In the flash, I can prove to you that it exists. All you gotta do is put love on your wish list. I love you so much, your love will put me on this hit list. I'm trying to paint a portrait, but I need you as my muse. This picture could be perfect, be the model that I use. And I'll only be guilty of loving you more. Committing only a calmer passion with the one that I adore. Catching the case only if you were to leave, cause that would mean I feel to do all of my power to please you. You the one got me locked away in a cell, got me anticipating the day that I hear those wedding bells. Baby, clearly you just got me sprung. This is the first time I ever sang a love song. I wanna fall for you a little deeper, cause you a keeper, you a keeper. Baby, clearly you just got me sprung. This is the first time I ever sang a love song. I wanna fall for you a little deeper, cause you a keeper, you a keeper. Now let's not be so critical in our thinking. When it comes to love, that's considered blinking. I need our love to make the headlines of the news. Renewed my passport so globally I can share my views on this grammatical error called love. It's been known as a word, but it's more of an affection. Love is a feeling, love is a sensation. And the parent-child relation, love gives you patience. In hard times, love is what gives motivation. And matters of the heart, love is the doctor, we the patients. Love even makes you resist temptation. In good times, love is what stimulates your appreciation. In sick times, love is used as medication. In the Bible, love is what has saved every generation. In Genesis, love brought the world into creation. And without your love, I'm nothing, and that's my revelation. Baby, clearly you just got me sprung. This is the first time I ever sang a love song. I wanna fall for you a little deeper, cause you a keeper, you a keeper. Baby, clearly you just got me sprung. This is the first time I ever sang a love song. I wanna fall for you a little deeper, cause you a keeper, you a keeper.
You're now locked into Discover Music Channel on Playmass.today.
Only God could judge me. Ay, only God could judge me. Back up, yeah. Only God could judge me. Back up, yeah. Only God could judge. Made a plan, took a stand. They could judge if they won't. I'm just saying, I ain't playing. I can flex, but I don't. Ay. Only God could judge me. I put God above. Can't no one send me to heaven or send me to hell. They condemn but don't offend me, I'm still in this web. I know my lane, stay low, no fame. I die, I gain, they laugh, my pain. I know these people gon' judge me, I know they look at me funny. They talk about me so ugly, but I'm still gon' keep it 100. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it all up, all up. Tally up the total, put it on us, on us. Let God be the judge, if you lying better run. Boy, I ride with the sun, so I ain't worried about none. Ooh, you better get up off ya, off ya, sauce. This what daddy bought, bear your cross, don't cross me. Only God could judge me. Ay, only God could judge me. Back up, yeah. Only God could judge me. Back up, yeah. Only God could judge. Made a plan, they could judge it, they won't.
My nigga was hungry when got him a plate. You broke, get out of the way. They look at me now like you gotta be paid. I look at the game, they gotta be slaves. This shit ain't never gonna stop. Niggas turn rats, you thinking like how was he raised? I used to trap in the rain, thank God that I changed. I'm trying to go back to them ways. What go around, come around, my nigga that's karma. Just trying to add another comma. She told me she fell in love with my persona. I feel like Mary, don't want no more drama. I can't get in tune with that trash. I had to Louis my bags, you know that Vuitton shit. Act smelling like an armpit. Who is that? Why they call me? We trap and get off it. My nigga that's cap, I know you be fraud. Come with my money, I'm not trying to bargain. Cramps in my stomach, a nigga was starving. I listen a lot, so I hardly was talking. Problems, I saw him too often. Yo, to look good in the dark. I would've kicked him up out my apartment. We got this shit lit from the start. My cousin called me, I accept all the charges. She got a big mouth, her head, it better be awesome. Niggas rather you be dead. My mama said, boy, you better be cautious. Phone tap, niggas heard what you said. I seen the realest get extorted. I own that shit cause I bought it. 100 racks to my lawyer. Plugs in the back and I caught it. This life get whack, but I enjoy it. First felony at 18, still having problems at the border. If they kill me, I'll go out a martyr. Fuck what you talking, nobody go harder.
Thank God I got out of the trenches, even though my niggas still in the system. Died if she said I ain't kill it. Man, no, I'll never ever forgive her. The tank big enough for 8. Rich, big, nigga, listen, big, rich, hit different.
Yeah,
car, man, it's mine. Never catch me in a rental. If a nigga drop it down, my nigga, he never was with you.
How you get so much favor on your side? Accept them as your Lord and Savior, I replied. That should love that neighbor, not divide. I'ma ride, that's on God. His light shine the brightest in the dark. Single mothers know they got my heart. And all my brothers locked up on the yard. You can still be anything you wanna be. Went from 1 and 4 to 1 and 3. 13th Amendment gotta end it, that's on me. He the new commander and the chief. That's on Keith, that's on Cobb. Before the ranch I had horses in the garage. When the Forbes cover was just a mirage. They had me chasing statues, that's on pride. Oh my God, Buster, that's on tribe. When I thought the book of Job was a job, the devil had my soul, I can't lie. Life gon' have some lows and some highs. Before the Grammys ever gave a nod, I wore my heart on my sleeve, I couldn't hide. In 03 they told me not to drive. I bleached my hair for every time I could've died. But I survived, that's on God. I've been telling y'all since 05. The greatest artist resting or alive. That's on L.A. Reid, that's on Clive. That's no jive.
Rain like this, running for your life when you're meant to live. Gotta keep on breathing, yeah. There's too many reasons. No, you can't keep going at a rate like this. Burying the past, not to deal with it. Feeling so defeated, yeah, yeah. There's too many reasons to keep on.
Lost my granddad in 07, still trying to cope to this day. I was wondering if he went to heaven, yeah, there ain't nothing I can change. I spent late nights, I was scared to die, I ain't wanna see the grave. I was playing games with my heartbeat instead of slowing down just to pray. You've been reaching for the hand you thought you never grab, but Jesus brings the hope you thought you never have. Tired of living in a nightmare, Lord, I just wanna hear you. Run around this same circle, don't make me feel brand new. You gotta know, it ain't over cause you got a hand to hold. Let his peace come rushing through your soul. Too many reasons for you just to let go. There's hope.
You can't keep going at a rate like this. Running for your life when you're meant to live. Gotta keep on breathing, yeah. There's too many reasons. No, you can't keep till I'm gone. When the blazes go up,
the blessings come down. When the praises go up, the blessings come down. It seems like blessings keep falling in my lap. It seems like blessings keep falling in my lap. I don't make songs for free, I make them for freedom. Don't believe in kings, believe in the kingdom. Chisel me into stone, prayer whistle me into song air. Dying laughing with Krillin saying something about blonde hair. Jesus, black life ain't matter. I know I talked to his daddy. Say you the man of the house now. Look out for your family. He has ordered my steps, gave me a sword with a crest, and gave Donnie a trump in case I get shortness of breath.
praise him till I'm gone.
Don't be mad. Mess up, knowing that you watching so much pressure. Still got a thing, I'll never let up. So every day when I see the sun come up, I'ma say, let's get it, get it done. Every day proving that I'm still your son. If you hear me and you with me, heaven not too far as I can tell. You just gotta go through a little bit.
Ain't no prescription for my broken this, no pills for hopelessness. I still pop them trying to cope with it. I cry from loneliness. Devil played his part and played me. I'm foolish, grew too lazy. God say take heed lest you fall, but I'm such an October baby. Need you to hold me down. World trying to slow me down. Know me now. Know my vices, kryptonites. They entice me till I slowly drown. Now I'm on holy ground. Can't fight these battles alone. They after my home. They after my mind. They after my time. You said I'm in air. They after the throne. I thought I was running from demons, but maybe I'm running from me. And my tether is Rome. And running from clones. We talk about running the city, but most of us running from home. Running from trauma and poverty. I hit the lottery. I thought they leave me alone. Look at me richer than ever, but poor as a beggar when you look inside of my soul. Broke the sacred rules and paid a lot of dues on my soul. Almost lost my family, drank the devil's juice on my soul. Thought I was immune, a superhuman fool on my soul. If I lose my life somehow, I still don't lose on my soul.
Please forgive me if I mess up. Knowing that you watching so much pressure. Still got a thing I'll never let up. So every day when I see the sun come up, I'ma say, let's get it. Get it done every day, proving that I'm still your son.
I guess that's why they call it where I stay. Clean up the streets so my daughter can have somewhere to play. I'm the blueprint to a real man. Some of these niggas toss they tassel for a deal, man. I ain't going to hell or the hill, man. For my real fans. I got caught up with a little tan. Can't stop me, but it's slow me though. Yeah, nigga famous, you don't know me though. But their DJ still play me though. Them I don't even need the radio. Cause my new shit sound like a rodeo. Got the old folks dancing the dope. So they fuck around, sound me the OVO. Ooh, cause I just might share my next one with Keith. Got the industry in disbelief. They be asking for beef. This what it sound like when God split an atom with me. I even had Steve giving out apples for free.
They was talking woo, this who I'm the band. City so damn great, I feel like Alexander. Way on Halo like a hat, that's like the latest fashion. I got angels all around me, they keep me surrounded.
And I got a little crazy. H20, stop tripping on me. I can't lose. And all my blessings coming by the two. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I can't lose. And all my blessings coming by the two. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ain't no hate. Gotta catch me on a whole nother date. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ain't no hate. You gotta catch me on a whole nother day. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I can't lose. Feel like all my blessings coming by the twos. Two for me, two for you. Double cup, had to double up the juice. I don't do a lean, all I do is rock. Catch me in a spot, double shift, work up round the clock. Make the music hot, make it work. I know she a flirt, I ain't got the time. Mess it up for a little cut. No, I'm on a grind, I got a house to keep. I got these mouths to feed. I've been working through the winter, I'ma show out for spring. I'm finna tap the summer, hit the beach in the Bahamas. Blessings be coming in tours, but only one little mama. Yeah,
I can't lose. And all my blessings coming by the two. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I can't lose. And all my blessings coming by the two.
I can listen to my heart, I can listen to the world, I can listen to my problems. But what I think I need to hear, nice and loud and crystal clear, is about the one who's gonna solve them. I need something that can fill my soul. On a record or the radio, ain't nothing like a gospel song. Makes me wanna sing it all day long. Something about that amazing grace sound of praise makes my troubles not seem so strong. Let me hear a heart set free, hold it down to a melody.
criticism, but most of all, we at war with ourselves. God show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down. You know what the Midwest is, young and restless, or restless. Might snatch your necklace and next these might jack your Lexus. Somebody tell these who Kanye West is. I walk through the valley of the shadow where death is. Top floor, if you alone and leave you breathless. Try to catch it, it's kinda hard getting choked by the Texas. Yeah, and I check the method. They be asking us questions, harassing, arrest us, saying we eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast, huh? Y'all eat pieces of shit? What's the basis? We ain't going nowhere but got suits and cases. A trunk full of coke, rental car from Avis. My mama used to say only Jesus could save us. Well, mama, I know I act the fool, but I'll be gone to November. I got packs to move. I hope God show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down. The only thing that I pray is that my feet don't fail me now. And I don't think there's nothing I could do now to right my wrongs. I wanna talk to God, but I'm afraid cause we ain't spoken so long. God show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down. The only thing that I pray is that my feet don't fail me now. And I don't think there's nothing I can do now to right my wrongs. I wanna talk to God, but I'm afraid cause we ain't spoken so long. So long. So long. To the hustlers, killers, murderers, drug dealers, even the scribbles. Jesus was with them. To the victims of welfare, feel we living in hell here. Hell yeah. Jesus was with them. Now hear me, wanna see thee more clearly. I know he hear me when my feet get weary. Cause we're the almost nearly extinct. We rappers as role models, we rap, we don't think. I ain't here to argue about his facial features or here to convert atheists into believers. I'm just trying to say the way school need teachers, the way Catholic needed Regis, that's the way I need Jesus. So here go my single, dog, radio needs this. They say you can rap about anything except for Jesus. That means gun, sex, lies, videotape. But if I talk about God, my record won't get played, huh? Well, if this take away from my spins, which will probably take away from my ends, then I hope it take away from my sins and bring the day that I'm dreaming about. Next time I'm in the club, everybody screaming out. God show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down. The only thing that I pray is that
Ask Allah.
I got too much to say, but haven't said enough. I call the music business bluff, I ain't famous enough. Who cares if they think I'm saved enough? Grace is sufficient, my blood donor gave enough. And they be tripping when they see a Christian, like we over religious and trying to bring conviction. They be waking up without a hope in sight. I turn to Christ on my darkest night. I ain't homophobic or anti-Semitic, so give me a little credit for you give me edits. People see my faith in the cross as a loss, but I can't see me dying being superstitious. Yeah, and I ain't the picture of perfection. I lost my direction, I was smoking and drinking, but I ain't forgot the resurrection. Only source of hope for a man in my position.
I've been up all night, no running from it, trying to make it right. Cause I've been up too high, trying to make it alright now. I just need some time, no running from it, trying to make it right. Nothing up too high, nothing up too high.
Imagine you don't got nowhere to place faith. You just living life taking up space. I can't see me living for nothing at all. If ain't no God, what's the point of each day? What's the purpose of us waking up? We just some cells on a cell phone, just a bunch of atoms hanging in the attic, just some molecules in the mailroom. Nah, I know I got purpose, I know I got passion. He purchased the package, I'm on a home team. Never good enough to get the love of Christ, but he good enough to get the love of me. I tried running from him, but his love tracked me down like a hound. Ain't no other way around it. You either choose love or you choose death. I chose to let the love of God drown me.
I've been up all night, no running from it, trying to make it right. Cause I've been up too high.
You're now locked into Discover Music Channel on Playmass.today.